Alma's recipe here. Today we are going to learn how to make chicken legs in Salsa Roja, Chile Rojo. Really good. We're going to make 4 pounds. That means it's 9 legs. That will feed probably 4 people. Not very spicy. So vamos a empezar. You only need 8 chiles California, 4 chiles pasilla ancho, half an onion, 5 garlics, 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 2 teaspoons of oregano. You will need 4 pounds of chicken legs and 1 cup of water. Also, you will need 2 pots. One is important, it has the lid. And finally, you will need a blender. First thing we're going to do is to put a pot with water, half the pot with water. We need to have enough water to cover the chiles and the onions. So we're just gonna leave it as half a pot. And we're gonna leave it in high heat. In the meantime, we're gonna go and prepare our chiles, so we let the water heat. So we are going to prepare our chiles. We're gonna cut the stem. And we are going to take the seed. I am going to put it in a plate so I don't make a big mess. So when I clean it, it's for me just easy to put it in the trash. That's kind of my work. Okay, so I clean that up. I'm going with the next one. Same thing. So right now I'm gonna start working with the California chile. So we're gonna do both chiles the same thing. So we open it and cut it. This one, that you don't need to take every single one, because when they put it to boil, they'll come automatic. We are going to do the same thing with the pasilla. We're gonna cut it too, and we're going to open it. The important thing is cut this thing and open it up, and take the little bit of seeds. This makes it the main thing. Now we're going to peel the garlic. I'm just gonna put it here and press it a little bit. It's easy to peel it. And I'm gonna do the same thing with every single one. Just be careful, don't cut yourself. Now that I'm done with my garlic, I'm going with my onions, and I'm gonna just peel my onion. And this is ready. I am going to add my garlic, my onions, my chiles, my 4 chiles pasilla, and my 8 chiles California. And we are going to let it boil for like 15 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, my chile has been cooking for 15 minutes, so I'm gonna just turn it up. Okay, so we have 2 options here. We can marinate the chicken overnight, which will give you a lot of more flavor too. Or we can do it right now. They still taste pretty good. So today I decided I'm not going to marinate, just to speed the process. But it's 2 things. If you're going to marinate overnight, you have to let this one cool down. And I think it takes maybe cool down like completely, because you cannot mix hot with the meat and then put it in the refrigerator. So you have to let it completely, let it cool down. But since I'm not going to marinate overnight, and I'm just gonna cook it right now, so I'm just gonna blender hot. Now I'm going to put my garlics and my chiles here, my onion. To this point, I'm gonna add my teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of oregano, and I'm going to put the teaspoon of allspice, and this is how it looks. It's kind of like a pepper, but a little bigger. So we're going to add that. I'm going to add the 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of salt. Going to add 1 cup of water. Now that I have everything together, just gonna blender. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add like some chili in the bottom, and this is very thick. That's a good consistency. That's what I want. I don't want it watery. Now I'm just gonna add my chicken legs in here. And I'm gonna need to add a little bit more chili. So I'm gonna hold the bottle with chili. And I am going to add another leg. And I'm just gonna turn it. Make sure they all have chili. And remember, if you wanna marinate and to put overnight, you can do the same thing, but you just need to have the chili completely cold. you see feathers, take the feathers away. You see I have, this one has feathers, just gonna pull it out. If you wouldn't marinate overnight, I wouldn't put it in here, so I will put it in here and cover it and put it in the refrigerator. That'll be the time if you put it overnight. But since I'm not going to, I'm just gonna start cooking it now. So to this point, we are going to let it cook for 20 minutes in a high heat. But we need to cover because we are not going to add any water, nothing at all. This is just ready to cook. So we're gonna let it cook for 20 minutes. We are going to cover and we're gonna come back later and lower the heat. Totally that thing that we're gonna let cook the chicken, we are going to let it cook for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It should be ready, fully cooked. Okay, so my chicken has been cooking for 7 minutes and I think my stove's a little hot, so I'm gonna move it, the chicken. So it heat in the other side, not just in one pot size. And as you can see right now, it doesn't have a lot of juice. It's dry still. See, it does not have a lot of juice. You know, every stove is a little different. To this point, we need to kind of lower the heat because we don't want it to cook it in high heat. Where we want it is the chicken to warm up and it still boil. So I have it really high, so I'm gonna lower it medium heat right now. So I cooked my chicken in like 7 minutes in high heat. Now I'm gonna lower it in medium heat and I'm gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes in lower heat and then we'll be back. So my chicken now has been cooking for 20 minutes. The thing you wanna see when you're cooking the chicken, you see my pot is not splotting water all over. If that happens, it's because it's too hot. The flame is too high. My chicken is boiled, as you can see. That's good. You see, it still doesn't have a lot of water. So now is the point that we can lower really low, but we still want them to boil it. So it's a little bit high. So we are going to lower like really low. And the trick, you know how low you want it. It's just to make sure it's still gonna be boiled. To this point, we're just gonna cover the chicken again and we're gonna let it cook for 55 minutes in really low heat. The only thing we want to make sure is still boiling, not really hard, but it still boils. Okay, so my chicken has been cooking for 55 minutes in really low heat. In total, it's been cooking for 1 hour and 15 minutes. As you can see, it's still boiling, but it's not water splashing all over. So I am going to open it, and this is how it looks. To this point, I'm gonna turn up the stove. So we're just gonna let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we're ready to eat it. Okay, so there you have my masterpiece, my chicken legs and salsa roja. Very delicious, very easy to make. It just takes like a little bit of time, but very good. I make this one for a couple parties and people love it. So I'm sure you will, if you try, you're going to like it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you try, and see you next time. Bye.